Welcome to Paris, where the city is playing host to the 2024 Paralympic Games. Coming up, the Flying Dutchman hoping to make it a triple triathlon title. Serving up the medal matches in badminton. And at the Stade de France, another world best on the track. Here are the highlights.
The wheelchair rugby competition at the Champ de Mars Arena had reached the final day and the matches to decide the medals. First, the battle for bronze, Australia versus Great Britain. It wasn't the match either team had been aiming for. Great Britain, the Tokyo 2020 gold medalists, had lost their semi-final to the United States of America, while world champions Australia had been narrowly beaten by Japan. But ensuring they didn't go home without a medal was the incentive here. The contest was certainly fierce and physical. The first of 4 8-minute periods was predictably even. Stu Robinson scored at the start of the second to give Great Britain the lead for the first time. Australia, though, stayed in touch and on 2 wheels. Captain Chris Bond taking a tumble. And there were turnovers from both sides as the tension grew. Australia's nickname is the Steelers, and they stole a try on the stroke of half-time to level the score 22-all. It was still level at the end of the third period, before Australia started the fourth strongly. They stole possession from Stu Robinson, then opened a 2-try lead. Australia stretched that advantage to 3. The bronze medal was within reach. It wasn't won yet. Great Britain stole possession to reduce the deficit again. But when Robinson fumbled the ball on the try line, British fans in the arena feared the worst. Their team couldn't respond this time. Australia held on to clinch victory, and with it, the Paralympic bronze medal. Final score, Australia 50, Great Britain 48.
Feels amazing, you know, it was so disheartening yesterday when we bowed out of the semi-final in the way we did. The fact that we had the game in our hands and we lost it, went to overtime, and then we lost the jump, and it came well kind of feeling a bit empty last night, but we told the team, just let that sink in. We use that as fuel for motivation today, and we still had 1 game to play, and we always wanted to finish on top and get a win, and you know, 2/3 of our team coming in had never received a Paralympic medal before, and now they're Paralympic medalists.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned it a couple of times. We've had an up and down couple of years, but we've always shown we've had that resilience. We came here with a great start to the tournament, and obviously, unfortunately, we came here without nothing, but I think it's given us some great foundations to work on. We can continue moving forward for the next couple of years going forward in the next games over in LA.
Empecé a nadar desde muy chiquitito,
I started swimming when I was very young,
obligado un poco por mi
somewhat
madre,
forced by my mother.
y bueno, dejé de nadar
when I
con
was
13,
13 or
14
14
años,
years old.
empecé
I
a hacer
started
otros
doing other
deportes
sports.
y
And then
luego,
after the
a raíz del
accident,
accidente,
I
volví
returned to my
un poco
passion.
a la natación. En mayo del 97, de 1997,
In May of
y unos
1997,
meses después del
and a few
accidente,
months
pues me
after the
encontré a la que había
accident,
sido mi
I ran
entrenadora
into the coach I had
de
as a
pequeñito
child.
y bueno, me
She
animó otra vez
encouraged me to get back
volver
into swimming.
a la natación. Empecé a nadar
I
un poco
started swimming a
al
little at
principio
first for health reasons. I began
por salud,
getting into shape, training
y bueno,
more
pues
and
fui cogiendo la forma, entrenando cada vez más,
I
y
saw
vi la
the
posibilidad de un
possibility
campeonato de
of becoming
España,
a
campeonato de
champion of
Europa,
Spain,
y la posibilidad de clasificarme
and
para
even
los Juegos
qualifying for the
Paralímpicos.
Paralympics.
Yo llegué al mundo del triatlón un
I
poco
got into triathlon a
por
bit
probar
to try out
deportes
new
nuevos,
sports,
pero
but
nunca
never thinking of
pensando
becoming a
en ser
professional and
profesional y
dedicating
dedicarme
myself professionally
profesionalmente
to
al deporte y
sports,
menos estar
and
en
much
los
less
Juegos
being in the
Paralímpicos como estoy
Paralympic
ahora.
Games like I am now.
Tuve una lesión en el mes de mayo,
I
una
had an
infección en la
injury in May,
rodilla
an
y que me tuvo
infection in my
parado
knee that
bastante
kept me
tiempo
sidelined for
y
quite some time.
me ha costado mucho
And
recuperar
it
la
has taken
forma,
me a
pero
lot to
como
regain
dice
my
mi entrenador, ahora
form.
mismo
But as my
estamos en el
coach
mejor
says,
momento
right now we're in
de
the best
forma de la
shape of the
temporada
season,
o
or
prácticamente el mejor
practically
momento de
the best
forma de
shape of
toda
my
mi vida.
entire life.
Creo que mi objetivo
I
lo
think
tengo
it's
claro,
clear
que
that
es
I
ganar
want
el
to
oro
win
aquí en
gold here
París
in
el
Paris
próximo
on
día
the
1.
first.
Sé
I
que
know
será
it will be
difícil porque
difficult
todo el
because
mundo viene
everyone
muy
is well
preparado,
prepared,
hay
and I
entrenado
have
muchísimo
trained
para
a lot
para
to be
este
ready
día.
for this day.
Pero
My
bueno,
experience as a
mi
five-time world
experiencia
champion
como
and
5
5 or
veces campeón
6
del mundo,
time
5 o 6
European
veces campeón de
champion is
Europa,
there.
esté ahí y yo creo
I think that
que
experience always helps.
la experiencia siempre
And the
siempre
form that
ayuda
I'm in
y
right now is
el
good.
estado de forma en el que estamos
I believe we
ahora,
can
la verdad
fight
que es
for that
bueno y
medal.
creo que podemos luchar por ganar esa medalla. Cumplo 50 años el 15 de septiembre y me van a faltar 15 días, pero bueno, si gano el oro será el mejor regalo que se pueda hacer.
It'll be the best gift I could get.
As dawn broke, athletes from 11 classifications gathered to compete for gold in para-triathlon. The course was the same for both the men and the women, with many of Paris's iconic sites providing a stunning backdrop. All races began with a 750-metre swim in the River Seine, followed by a 20-kilometre bike ride, and concluded with a 5-kilometre run. The first of 5 races in the morning session was the men's PTWC category, the sitting class. The man to beat was Jetse Plaat from the Netherlands. Not only did he win triathlon gold at the Paralympic Games in both Rio and Tokyo, he also won 2 cycling titles in Japan 3 years ago. However, it was Italian Giuseppe Ramelle who emerged from the Seine with the lead. Plaat, though, is one of the best hand cyclists in the world, and he was able to reduce the Italian's lead before eventually hitting the front. There he stayed, crossing the line for another Paralympic title in a time of 58 minutes and 16 seconds. Florian Brungraber of Austria took silver, Dutchman Gert Schipper the bronze. In the women's PTWC class, Kendall Gretsch from the United States of America was the defending champion. But Australia's Lauren Parker finished just 1 second behind her 3 years ago. And Parker is also a 5-time world champion. So when she had the lead at the start of the bike ride, it was an ominous sign for the rest of the field. Gretsch gave it her all as she tried to defend her gold medal. But she had to settle for silver, as Parker won gold in a time of 1 hour, 6 minutes and 23 seconds. After the disappointment of Tokyo, the elation of Paris. Leanne Taylor of Canada won bronze. In the men's PTS3 class, Ibrahim Al-Hussein went for the refugee Paralympic team. But it was Spain's Daniel Molina, at 49 years of age and as a 5-time world champion, who started as favourite. He led by the narrowest of margins after the swim. Dutchman Nico van der Bert was right behind him, but took the lead during the bike ride. By the time they started the run, though, there was a new leader. German Max Gelhar had opened up a 5-second advantage. But during the run, a familiar face hit the front once again. Molina displaying his ability on the streets of Paris. The Spaniard didn't look back. After first competing at the Paralympic Games 20 years ago, he could now celebrate his first gold medal. Gelhar took the silver, van der Bert the bronze. Next up, it was the men's PT S2 category, reinstated at the Paralympic Games. Mohamed Lana represented Morocco in triathlon at the 2016 Games, where he won a bronze medal. He now represents the United States of America. But it was Frenchman Jules Ribstein who gave the Parisian crowd plenty to cheer as he had the lead during the bike ride. And he was in no mood to let his advantage slip. Crossing the line in 1 hour, 5 minutes, 47 seconds. Lana took silver. His fellow countryman Mark Barr won bronze. The fifth medal event was the women's PT S2 class. The United States have dominated this event in recent years, with Alyssa Seeley winning gold at the last 2 games. Her compatriot Hayley Dans finished second both times. It was another American, Melissa Stockwell, who led after the swim. But she wasn't in front for long as Dans took control whilst on the bike. And she remained the front runner. A time of 1 hour, 14 minutes, 31 seconds saw her become the Paralympic champion. Veronica Yoko Plebani of Italy won silver. Seeley having to settle for bronze this time around.
Shape was really good. I was a little bit nervous about the swim because of the special course, but it was super nice, and I did a good swim. And then on the bike and the run, the arms were strong today, so then it was nice racing. Third one in a row, so that's special for sure, because Rio was the first Paralympics for triathlon. So yeah, really happy to win also this gold one.
The battle of red and blue balls would determine 3 gold medals in individual bocce matches at the South Paris Arena. In the men's, Young Sun-jun of the Republic of Korea faced Long Jong of Hong Kong, China. Jong, playing with the blue balls, had beaten the reigning champion to make it to the final. But these players had last met in the World Cup final, and Yong of Hong Kong had won on that occasion. Young won 3 ends in succession to establish a 4-point lead. Building up a defensive wall in the final end, it was up to Jong to break it down. Seconds on the clock, the pressure was on. The jack was given to Chun Yuan of Hong Kong, China at the start of the individual BC4 clash. She hadn't lost a match in the tournament so far. An impressive record in her Paralympic debut. Her opponent was Lin Jimei of the People's Republic of China. Playing in her 3rd games, this was her first Paralympic final. A strong first 3 ends saw her take the lead 5-0. Jung won the final end, but Lin had more points overall. Gold medal went to Lin Jimei. In the women's BC1 classification, Aurélie Aubert of France took on Yiting Jeremy Tang of Singapore. Neither country had won a Paralympic medal in the bocce competition before. Tang, playing with the red balls, was undefeated so far in the competition. Having come fourth in Rio 8 years ago, she was guaranteed a medal this time around. These two have met in the earlier rounds, Aubert losing out 6 points to Singaporean at the time. Aubert got off to the best possible start, electing not to throw her final ball as she took an early lead. By the 4th and final end, Aubert was leading 5-3. Short first ball gave Tang a way in. shot hit the jack and then curled away. Excellent tactical shot from Aubert turned the match in her favour. But Tan came back strongly. In a surprise move, Aubert elected not to throw again, then was visibly upset when she realised her opponent still had one ball left. This throw could have sealed the gold. It fell short. Despair turned to delight. Despite her decision-making error, Aubert had taken gold by 5 points to 4. An emotional roller coaster with the best possible result for the home crowd. To the delight of the packed South Paris arena, France had won its first ever Paralympic gold for Britain.
Ça signifie
I'm very proud to be French today.
D'être française.
I fought till the end and I took great pleasure in the game.
Je me suis fait plaisir.
As the track and field programme continued in the sunshine at the Stade de France, a fast time was expected in the final of the women's 1500 metres T11 class. Yayesh Gate Tesfor of Ethiopia became the world record holder over the distance in May and wanted to add a gold medal to a very successful year. But victory was far from certain in a strong field, which also featured Shan Shan of the People's Republic of China, who qualified fastest. The runners compete with guides in this event, and after trailing early in the race, it was Tesfor who hit the front with just over a lap left. Shan Shan, as expected, the main challenger. But Tesfor pulled clear on the final lap, and victory seemed assured. Her world record of 4 minutes 31.77 seconds was also under threat. Yayesh Gate Tesfor had won the race impressively and beaten her own world record by more than 4 seconds in the process. Shan Shan of the People's Republic of China took the silver medal, and Luzanne Kutsia of South Africa was third. Tesfor is the Paralympic champion after crossing the line in 4 minutes 27.68 seconds. The contenders for the men's 100 metres T34 final were led by the world record holder, Walid Khatila of Tunisia, and Chaiwat Ratana of Thailand, who qualified fastest for the final in a Paralympic record time of 14.81 seconds. They started the race side by side, with Khatila in lane 4 and Ratana in 5. Khatila had a slight advantage in the opening half of the race, and Mohammed Othman of the United Arab Emirates also started well in lane 2. But it soon became clear that Ratana had the pace to claim victory. The glory for Thailand's Chaiwat Ratana. Khatila unable to add to his collection of 5 Paralympic gold medals. This time it was silver for him, with Canada's Austin Smig taking bronze. And to complete the perfect day for Ratana, for the second time at Paris 2024, he'd broken the Paralympic records.
For the Paris 2024 Paralympics, I trained very hard.
This time I did my best. It was my first time competing at the Games, so I'm very happy.
I set the last world record, and today I broke my own record here in Paris. It's very special. I thank God, my family, and my coaches.
Invalides hosted the W1 mixed team para-archery event. The knockout contests consisted of 4 ends. In every end, a team's 2 archers would fire twice at the target, placed 50 metres away. And the best cumulative score would determine the winners. The Czechia team, silver medalists at Tokyo 2020, consisted of David Drahoninski and Šárka Pultamusilova. Their high score of 144 was the best total in the quarter-finals and comfortably high enough to see them through against Brazil. Having qualified first and received a bye to the semi-final, the People's Republic of China, with archers Zhang Tianxin and Chen Minyi, managed 1 point better. They would advance to the gold medal match after winning by 145 points to 139 against the Republic of Korea. In the other semi-final, the Italian team, featuring former Paralympic swimmer and alpine skier Daila Dameno, as well as 2-time European champion Paolo Tonon, scored well in end 2 to apply some pressure on the pair from Czechia. The Czech team found the right response in the contest, though. They moved the day's best mark up to 146 as they booked their place in the gold medal match, in front of their appreciative supporters. But first came the bronze medal contest. The Korean team of Kim Ok-geum and Park Hong-jo put down a score of 132. Leaving Italy requiring 13 from their final 2 arrows. The first one yielded just 6 points. The second one, 8 points. The Italian team had secured the bronze medal. The teams from China and Czechia would compete for silver and gold. The first 2 ends were particularly strong from Zhang and Chen, and they opened up a 4-point lead. Drahoninski and Pultamusilova looked to close the gap after a 10-9 finish to end 3. But the #1 seeds would not relinquish their advantage. Their final mark would be a Paralympic Games record of 147 points, winning them the Paralympic title. So bronze went to Italy, the team from Czechia won silver, and it was Zhang Tianxin and Chen Minyi who defended their mixed team W1 title, winning gold for the People's Republic of China.
I didn't pay too much attention to my opponent. I just focused on doing my best.
I'm
very happy to stand on the highest podium again. I'm also grateful to my wonderful partner who always supports and encourages me.
We are here at the Otto Bock Repair Service Center in the Paralympic Village. Otto Bock is a company who is producing and developing prostheses, wheelchairs, exoskeletons for the athletes. We have a repair service for all the athletes to come if they have a problem with their wheelchairs or with their prostheses, for example, flat tire on the wheelchair or a broken part on the prostheses, they can come to us and we will fix it. We have a team of 164 people on site, 41 nations, so they come from all over the world, speaking 32 languages. This is very important for us because we want that the athletes feel comfortable and they have somebody to talk to in their language, because that makes it a lot easier. If there's something happening, maybe they cannot compete, so we would just accompany them. We were there if there's something happening. We saw that there's a great need to do this. We are always in contact with them and we're asking how we can help. In the end, we have a lot of smiling faces. So this is the most beautiful thing that we feel, that we receive back.
The final group game for the United States of America and Japan in women's wheelchair basketball. The Americans hoping to regain their Paralympic crown. Captain Becca Murray was one of the heroes from that victory at Rio 2016, leading by example at these games. The USA had started strongly, with Japan anxious to hang on. Yanagimoto Amane keeping them in the game. Captain Kitara Chihiro bravely doing all she could for Japan. Thankfully, she emerged unscathed from that collision. The USA led comfortably after the first quarter and were keen to build on that lead. Another experienced player, Courtney Ryan, finding her range. The American pressure was relentless. This quick break led to Emily Aburst increasing their lead. The USA were warming up nicely for the quarter-finals. Japan heading for a third successive defeat, no doubt hoping for a change of luck in the knockout stages. Yanagimoto with a splendid three-point shot. Murray was an inspiration for the USA, ending another fine move in style. The Americans refusing to ease up despite holding a commanding lead. The Japanese showed plenty of spirit, especially in the final quarter. Animoto Marie took this chance well. Joy for Japan as they made a decent attempt to reduce the deficit. The United States of America were rarely in danger though, beating Japan by 62 points to 52.
Final day of the Para-Badminton at Paris 2024 saw many of the world's best striving for Paralympic titles. First up in the women's singles SL3 was Kanita Ikhtiar Saikoro from Indonesia against Zhao Xuzhan from the People's Republic of China. After sharing the first 14 points, Zhao took control, winning 3 of the next 4 to establish a slight advantage, which she extended after the break.
11-8.
Mistake here by Saikoro, and the first game to Zhao.
Game.
The Chinese player was behind all through the next, but pulled back level, saving 2 game points. She then served for goal. This smashed winner confirmed the victory. China's 3rd gold medal in Para-Badminton. The mixed doubles SL3 SU5 saw Kitmat Ramdani and Liani Oktila from Indonesia face compatriots Freddie Setiawan and Kalimat Sadia. Ranked 1st and 2nd respectively, it was the world's best in white and blue who set up quicker. 2 enforced errors gave them a 4-point lead. 7 unanswered points gave Setiawan and Sadia hope, but their opponents closed out the first game 21-16.
Game.
Ramdani and Oktila, who's already a gold medalist at this event, were wonderfully efficient in the second, showing excellent court coverage throughout. and this smash confirmed the victory. An excellent performance. Indonesia 1 and 2, with Ramdhani and Oktila taking gold. The SH6 mixed doubles final was a matchup between Lin Nali and Li Fengmai from the People's Republic of China, whilst Krajewski and Jason Simon from the United States of America. The Americans weren't at their best. Krajewski into the net, and the Chinese took the opener. The second game was more of the same. A lovely touch from Lin established a good lead, and they only improved. 5 straight points, one more would win it, and they did. Superfluous performance from Lin and Li, silver for the Americans, but yet another gold medal for the People's Republic of China. The women's singles WH1 match was a repeat of the final from Tokyo 2020, with Olympic champion Satomi Selena from Japan came up against Thailand's Sujarat Pukum. Satomi wasn't at her best. This shot too long. Pukum looked determined to avenge her defeat from Tokyo, though. This excellent rally went her way as she took the first game. But Satomi's champion for a reason. She came roaring back in the second.
Service over.
And thanks to some unforced errors, she came out on top to ensure a decider.
Game.
Into the third, and from 4 points down, Satomi came back to lead 12-11. And despite Pukum's best efforts, she successfully defended her title. Heartbreak for Pukum, who missed out on gold again. But yet again, Satomi Selena is the Olympic champion. Another repeat final from Tokyo 2020 was the women's singles SL4. Champion Chung Hae-fung took on Liana Oktila. It was only 4 hours since Oktila had won her last gold medal, and unsurprisingly, Chung looked fresher. Just 11 minutes gone, and she'd taken the first game. But Oktila improved and was ahead going into the break. The Chinese was too strong. This shot too long, and it was double goal for Chung. A great achievement and an excellent one overall by the People's Republic of China. To the men's singles SL3 final, and India's Kumar Nitesh took on silver medalist in Tokyo 2020, Daniel Beckham of Great Britain. Nitesh was patient as 3 consecutive points drew him level at 9-9. And he went up a level. 6 straight points, and he took the first. But Bethel was unperturbed. A quick burst of speed levels it up, and he ensured the match went to a decider. Into the third, it was Nitesh with match point. Too long from him. The man from Great Britain had his own match point, but he couldn't convert either. Back to Nitesh for another chance, and this time he took it. Great scenes from the Indian, but so hard on Bethel, who contributed to a fantastic match. But it's Kumar Nitesh who takes home the gold.
I really can't express it anything because I can't feel anything. Everything feels numb to me. But yeah, I looking at the crowd, and I can feel that, you know, I've done something very huge. Third set also, it was very close, and I was getting some good points. He was getting some good points. But yeah, at the end I knew it's gonna be mental, and I'm glad I could keep my calm and pull it off.
もう本当に3年間シングルスで金メダルを獲得するために頑張ってきたので、それが実現できて嬉しいなっていう涙だと思います。はい、本当に
I really thought that I was the only one who could win consecutive gold medals after Tokyo.
だけだなと思っていたので、この連覇できたメダルは私にとってすごく特別なものになっています。
After 3 rounds of pool matches, the next stage of goalball. No second chances, this was knockout. Defending champions Brazil seemed to have found their rhythm with 2 wins and a draw from their first 3 matches. Their quarter-final opponents Egypt lost all 3 of their matches, scoring the least and conceding 24 goals. Their defence, though, was disciplined in the early stages, until Leomon Moreno did this. That's 8 goals for Moreno in Paris. Number 9 wasn't far away. Goals can come from anywhere in this Brazilian squad. Some quick thinking from Emerson Ernesto gave Brazil a 3-goal advantage. And for all of their impressive offensive work, Brazil showed they could defend too. Moreno with a stunning save to deny Syed Awad. Two more goals would arrive before half-time, both to Brazil, 5-0 at the break, the defending champions in control. Egypt needed to regroup, reset, recover before it all began again. Only 33 seconds had gone after the restart when Brazil scored their 6th. Two penalties made it 8-0, and when Andre Dantas scored here, Brazil were on the verge of an early finish. A 10-goal lead in goalball means the match is ended. Victory secured by Paulo Saturino with his very first throw, and more than 6 minutes remaining. A tough lesson for Egypt, playing in their first Paralympic Games for 32 years. For the defending champions, though, a place in the semi-finals secured.
Et le but du Brésil du numéro 10, Paulo.
Ja, dit is mijn tweede Paralympische Spelen. Dus het is heel bijzonder om weer hier te zijn. In Tokio natuurlijk al goud gehaald in het dubbelspel en zilver en het enkelspel. Ja, hopelijk gaan we er nu gewoon 2 gouden medailles van maken. Ik speel dubbel met Niels samen. En regelmatig spelen we ook enkelspel tegen elkaar. Dus dat is wel een apart iets om mee te maken. Misschien een singlefinale ook aan speelt en dan na nog 's middags dubbelfinale samen moet spelen. Ik heb natuurlijk samen met Niels goede rivaliteit onderling, toch ook wel elkaars niveau voor ontzettend veel. Maar ja, we zijn hartstikke goed samen, we winnen ontzettend veel succes en ook veel plezier en dat is ook zeker belangrijk. Ja, hier op Roland Garros heb ik natuurlijk al een aantal keer singlefinale gehaald. Net niet gewonnen helaas, dit keer maar wel dubbel succes gehad. Dus qua niveau zit ik gewoon heel erg dichtbij en ja, weet ik als ik net een beetje meer geluk heb dat het mijn kant op zou moeten vallen.
For the next couple of weeks I will be cooking and eating my way through France.
Ik heb besloten om voorafgaand aan de Spelen in Parijs, omdat in Frankrijk is een aantal Franse gerechten te gaan maken om een beetje ervaring op te doen en te kijken wat er lekker is. Ik vond het wel heel leuk om dat te doen, zelf interesse om een leuke uitdaging om weer nieuwe dingen te koken. Ik hoop na mijn tennis verder te gaan met koken. Ik vind het hartstikke leuk om op wie weet komt er ooit een restaurant. Voor mij het doel in Parijs is allereerst om gewoon te genieten van alle wedstrijden, alles wat ik hier meemaak. Om hier in Parijs 2 gouden medailles te winnen, dat is wel het doel, ja.
The Paris 2024 Paralympic Tennis continued in glorious sunshine with the quarter-finals in the quad singles. First on court, Philippe Chatrier was the top seed and Tokyo 2020 silver medalist, Sam Schroeder of the Netherlands. He was up against Leandro Penna of Brazil. While Schroeder started strongly, Penna also had his moments. a gorgeous drop shot to fend off a set point. But Schroeder wasn't to be subdued. An ace with his next serve to take the first set.
Game of first set, score.
Pera put pressure on the top seed as the second set got underway. However, Schroeder was always in the ascendancy, saving a break point in the 8th game. The Dutch player took the win just 2 points later.
Game 7, 2 sets to love, 6-1.
A 6-1, 6-2 victory, and with it, his place in the semi-finals. In the women's singles, defending champion Dida de Groot of the Netherlands faced Mayan Zakiri of Israel in her second round match. De Groot, the top seed, made a typically fast start, easing through the opening games.
15-14.
Her precision forced mistakes from her opponent, and she took the first set 6-love.
Game of first set.
While the Dutch player took a commanding lead in the second set, Zakiri did have her moments. A superb cross-court backhand gave her a glimmer of hope in the 4th game. But a quality backhand winner from de Groot ensured that she remained in control. Just 2 further games, and the top seed claimed her 6-love, 6-love win for a place in the quarterfinals.
6-love, 6-love.
Back in the quad quarterfinals, the second seed Niels Vink of the Netherlands took on Robert Shaw of Canada. Vink took bronze at the 2020 Tokyo Games and has previously enjoyed success on the red clay of Roland Garros. The second seed raced through the opening set, his power on the ground strokes allowing him to reel off winners with ease. The second set followed a similar pattern, with Shaw unable to gain a foothold in the contest. Vink with a slice backhand return on his first match point.
Game, set and match, Vink. 2 sets to love, 6-love, 6-love.
Victory after less than an hour and 4.
This match against Rob was insane. I played so good. The level was so high of my tennis, and I did everything I wanted, and very happy with my level. I have to make a game plan with my team, my coach, and then I have to play at my best, like today. And yeah, I have to fight for every point.
I would have definitely preferred to play one more match to kind of be able to grow in the tournament. But yeah, looking back on it now, I'm quite happy to be able to get another practice day in and today play the match. And yeah, the level was quite good from the beginning. So I think I'm already pretty satisfied with this.
Uzbekistan athletes have been getting huge support at Paris 2024, and the crowds were out in force again to see world record holder Doniyor Saliev in the men's long jump T12 final. He began the competition consistently, with 3 jumps over 7 metres. This was the best. It was measured at 7.16, but he was under pressure from the reigning world champion Saeed Najafzadeh. After 4 rounds, Najafzadeh of Azerbaijan had a narrow lead of 4 centimetres. That jump of 7 metres 27 gave the Tokyo 2020 bronze medalists a slightly more comfortable lead. Saliev couldn't catch him. But what about Argentina's Fernando Vasquez? Vasquez would take the bronze medal with that jump of 6 metres 88. The winner and gold medalist was Saeed Najafzadeh of Azerbaijan. In the men's discus F56 class, Brazil's Claudinei Batista dos Santos was hoping to make it 3 successive Paralympic gold medals. He won at Rio 2016 and Tokyo 2020. With that throw in round 5, which was measured at 46 metres 86 centimetres, Batista dos Santos claimed a Paralympic record. Nobody else could match him. third Paralympic gold in the men's discus F56 for the 45-year-old Brazilian. The women's shot put final was for competitors in the F54 class, but included one thrower who's classified in the F53 category, 59-year-old Elizabeth Rodrigues Gomes of Brazil, and she put in quite a performance. Not only did she claim the silver medal, but this throw of 7 meters 82 centimeters was a new world record in the F53 category. She was beaten by just one competitor, Mexico's Gloria Zaza Guadarrama. The second round throw from the current world champion was measured at 8 meters 6 centimeters. She now has a gold medal in the women's shot put F54 to go alongside the silver she won at Tokyo 2020. Germany's Nico Kappel went into the final of the men's shot put F41 class, determined to continue his dominant form in 2024. Just a few months ago, he broke the world record with a throw of 15 meters and 7 centimeters. And now he had his eyes on a gold medal. A distance of 13.74 meters was well down on his world record, but would it be enough to win the competition? The main threat was likely to come from defending champion Bobijan Omanov, who had the Uzbekistan supporters on his side. A Paralympic record of 14 meters 32 gave Omanov the gold medal, and he was able to celebrate with an enthusiastic crowd.
I am very happy. Thank you for congratulations. It is my second Paralympic Games. Now I am gold medalist. We trained for it. I done it. This is my goal. It was my goal and I have done it.
Olá, Brasil!
Hello,
Estou muito feliz aqui com o
I'm very
resultado.
happy to be a three-time Paralympic
Muito obrigado
champion.
pela
Thank
torcida
you
de
for the
todos.
support, and I felt
Senti
a lot
muita
of
energia
energy.
de vocês
Thank
aí.
you to my
Gostaria de agradecer
sponsors
muito
and
a
those who are
todos os
supporting us
patrocinadores,
in
o
my
pessoal que está
city,
torcendo
São
brasileiro,
José do
também
Rio
para a minha
Preto,
cidade,
and
São
in
José
the
do Rio
city
Preto, e
of
para a cidade de Bocaiúva, minha
my
terra natal.
hometown.
At the North Paris Arena, Egypt and Kazakhstan met in a winner-takes-all clash in Pool A of the men's sitting volleyball, with the victor guaranteed to reach the semi-final. At only their second Paralympics, the Kazakhs had won one and lost one, as had the far more experienced Egyptians. The lead changed hands 5 times in the opening encounter, but Egypt captain Hesham El Shweik, appearing at his 7th Paralympics, secured the first set in style. Late in the second set, Kazakhstan edged ahead to take the lead. But Egypt, fielding 4 players with 2 bronze medals in this event, found a way back. As Mohamed Abu Al-Yazid placed his shot to perfection, they moved 2 sets clear. Kazakhstan have shown both quality and grit throughout this event, and their endeavours were rewarded in taking the 3rd set to reduce the deficit. But the African champions' experience told as they took the 4th set with their 4th match point to book their place in the semi-finals for the first time since Rio 2016. They stood on the podium then, and they do it again in Paris. In the day's second game, the pressure was on Slovenia as they faced Brazil, who had already qualified from Pool B with 2 wins from 2. The Europeans, with 1 victory and 1 loss in their first appearance at the Games since London 2012, had to win their final pool game to have any chance of progressing. But Brazil, who were looking to improve on their 2 bronze medals from the last 2 Olympics, raced ahead. Suelen Delangelica Lima's opportunism at the net, helping her side win the first set. With the very first point of the second set, Slovenia took the lead for the first time in the game. But on the Slovenian serve, normal service resumed as Natalie Filomena's block sent the reigning world champions 2 sets clear. And Filomena was decisive for the South Americans again, as her ace wrapped up a straight set win and made it 3 wins from 3 for Brazil, who look a tough nut to crack.
Merci d'applaudir comme il se doit les deux équipes, l'équipe de la Slovénie et l'équipe du Brésil.
The swimming heats continued at La Défense Arena, and a Paralympic record toppled early in the women's 400-metre freestyle S7. Morgan Stickney from the United States of America closed out her heat almost half a length ahead of the pack at 4 minutes and 56.69 seconds. Her compatriot Mackenzie Cohn finished second. Third was Chloe Osborne from Australia. Then in the men's S9 50-metre freestyle, another Paralympic record was beaten. Italian star Simone Barlam faced tough competition against France's Hugo Didier. Barlam may have been slower off the blocks, but made up time and touched the wall first in a new Paralympic best, 24.24 seconds. He progressed to the medal showdown alongside Shezi Li of the People's Republic of China and Ukraine's Dmytro Vasilenko, who both finished more than a second behind the Italian. The women's S13 50-metre freestyle was also fast. Carlotta Gilli of Italy lined up in the first heat. She closed out the race in 27.81 seconds. The second heat featured Australian world record holder Katja Dedekind. She was challenged in a fast race, which was taken by Marion Polo Lopez of Spain. The fast times kept coming in Heat 3. S12 swimmer Maria Carolina Gomez Santiago won her heat in Paralympic record time, 26.71 seconds. She'll get ready for a competitive looking final. Brazil's Gabriel Geraldo dos Santos Araújo had already won 2 gold medals these Paralympics. He lined up in the men's 200-metre freestyle, a long-distance race for S2 athletes. He was hard to catch, and it was another success for the Brazilian, who will go up against his good friend Alberto Caroli Abaza Diaz of Chile in the medal event. The Netherlands hold the world record in the mixed 4x100-metre medley relay, 34 points, where athletes compete across different classifications. They secured a huge lead, qualifying for the final with the fastest time of the day, 4 minutes and 28.77 seconds. But Australia will look to dethrone the champions in the medal race after winning their heat convincingly ahead of the United States of America.
Day 2 of the blind football competition, with the group games taking place under the Eiffel Tower. First on court was an all-South American matchup between Argentina and Colombia. Colombia had won their opening match against Japan in Group B, while Argentina drew with Morocco. Blind football is played with 4 outfield players who wear eye masks and 1 goalkeeper who can be sighted but has to stay inside the goalkeeper's area. Argentina had an early chance with a free kick. Maximiliano Espinillo with the strike, but there was a fantastic save from Johan Ardia and his defence cleared the danger. A couple of minutes later, another set piece for the Argentinians. The Argentine coach indicated where the left and right posts were for the shot. Angel Deldo and Espinillo lined it up. And what an effort it was. At the other end, David Perez made the space for the shot for Colombia, but it was straight into the hands of goalkeeper Herman Miller. In the second half, Argentina had their best chance. Again, Espinillo showed great touch, but his shot was just wide. Both teams pushed for a late winner, and with 3 seconds to go, Osvaldo Fernandez broke free. So close for Argentina, but 0-0 is the final score.
A very bittersweet taste because we tried the whole game. I think we deserved it. But it didn't come our way yesterday. It didn't come our way today.
No se nos dio ayer, no se nos dio hoy.
We have a chance tomorrow.
Tenemos una chance
so
mañana.
that tomorrow we win.
Y bueno, vamos a trabajar para que mañana entre, para poder estar en la semi.
Japan met Morocco in the blind football at the Eiffel Tower Stadium. Both teams without a win in the opening rounds and looking to bring their tournaments alive. Morocco star player is Zuhair Snizla, and he had the first attempt at goal, shooting just wide. Kawamura Rio had Japan's first attempt on target. Collecting the ball in his own half, his dribbling run looked promising, but the resulting shot was straight at Samir Bara in the Moroccan goal. Abderrazak Hatab cut inside for a free kick and unleashed a shot, forcing Japan keeper Sato Daisuke into a fine save. Hirabayashi Taichi's mazy run perhaps deserved more, the 17-year-old eventually running into Bara, who came off worst. More Moroccan pressure in the second half. El Habib Ait Badger with a long-range effort. Sato alert to the danger. The pressure eventually led to confusion in the Japanese defence. Sasaki Roberto Zumi putting the ball past his own keeper for an own goal. Japan needed something from the game. Goto Masaki's shot was a good one and produced a fine save from Bara. Substitute Sonobe Yasuki skipped around the Moroccan defence but pulled his shot wide. With just seconds left on the clock, Takahashi had one last chance to level the game, but the ball was smothered by Bara. It wasn't to be for Japan, and Morocco took their first win of the tournament. Full time at the Eiffel Tower Stadium, Japan 0, Morocco 1.